When Kaine's eyes flutter open, she sees a dozen villagers quizzically staring back. After a moment, she realizes she collapsed on the ground where sharp stones dig at her flesh like whatever, that's not important right now. She pulls herself to a knee before rising on unsteady feet and sparing a glance at her surroundings. The fuck, she mutters. What happened? Wasn't I just fighting Sage? Her mind races as her hand gropes unconsciously for the blade that has been her constant companion for so very long, though she can't explain it. It's clear she has somehow been transported into an entirely new world. Well, not entirely new, she recognizes the hawk-shaped weather vane twisting slowly in the wind above her, as well as the small, round homes with wisps of smoke drifting into the air. And of course, there are the villagers currently staring at her with a mixture of fear and disgust. Oh yes, they are a familiar sight indeed. She is in the Eyrie. She is home. Is something the matter, girl? Kaine spins around at the voice and sees Aguma ravaged by time. Her narrow hips barely seem strong enough to hold her body upright, while the shawl wrapped around her thin frame appears ready to fall apart at any moment. Grandma, is that really you? Her grandmother's eyes grow almost comically wide before blinking several times in succession. What's wrong, you fool girl? Is your head lost in dreams? Dreams? Could this be a dream? But it feels real. But she's dead, Grandma's dead. I watched that goddamn shade kill her. So if this isn't a dream, how the hell is she here? Unless those shades killed me too. That must be it. I am dead. I'm dead, and this is he. Oh, stop with that nonsense already. Kaine flinches at her grandmother, raises a hand in the air, expecting pain to come as correction for her foolishness. But instead of a blow, her grandmother simply places the hand upon her granddaughter's cheek. The warmth of it instantly spreads from her cheek to her face before filling her entire body with a kind of beautiful light. What's wrong, girl? Asks her grandmother. Are you upset? Do you want to go home? Kaine feels tears coming to her eyes and struggles to hold them back. Though she still has no idea what is happening, she knows one thing for certain. This is her grandmother. Sorry, Grandma, not sure where my head was at there. Well, just make sure you keep it attached. Her grandmother chuckles as she pulls her hand away. Maybe this is a dream, or maybe I am already dead, I don't know. But either way, I am not alone. As long as Grandma is with me, that's enough. Didn't I just tell you to stop spacing out, girl? Her grandmother says with a chuckle. Here, now hold this. She hands Kaine a large sack filled to bursting with all manner of fruits and vegetables. Damn, Grandma, this is a lot. Well, it's important to treat yourself every now and again. Besides, these villagers may hate us, but the bastards are more than willing to take our money. We'll lend support as we can, even if they have to hold their noses while we do it. Her grandmother trails off as if trying to remember something, then slowly turns around. Well, what do you know? In all the excitement, I forgot to buy my medicine. A thin smile wavers on her face for a moment before vanishing into a lifetime's worth of crevices and wrinkles, causing Kaine to take a concerned step forward. No, Grandma, that's fine. You go home and rest. I'll get the medicine. Her grandmother hesitates, clearly trying to weigh her own need for rest against her granddaughter's odd behavior for a moment before. Before she can start to argue, Kaine charges ahead, ignoring the small voice in her head that's telling her what a bad idea all of this is. Really, Grandma? It's fine. Go home. I've got this. She pulls her grandmother's ancient wallet from her fingers, an act that requires a surprising amount of strength. Besides, you know how stubborn I am. Once my mind is set, there is no changing it. I wonder where you get that from. Seeing that further argument will be useless, her grandmother slowly turns and begins the long journey home. Kane watches the figure recede, I don't know, from her vision, waiting for what seems an eternity to ensure everything is all right. Once the frail shadow finally vanishes over the horizon, she turns on a heel and makes for the apothecary. "Ho there," says the elderly apothecary as Kaine enters the store. "Here for Kali's medicine, are you?" Though few villagers had ever bothered to learn her grandmother's name, she and the apothecary were old friends. Perhaps that was the reason he would always show her kindness when so many others did not. "Oh yeah, if it's not a bother." The shopkeeper immediately sets about his work deftly, pulling bottles and herbs from the shelves and mixing them with a practiced hand. Soon a peculiar smell begins to drift through the store, one that immediately reminds Kaine of her childhood. "There you are," says the apothecary, as he holds out a small cloth bag. "Sorry for the wait." "Oh, and say, that's a fine portrait you drew of your grandmother. Looks just like her." "So it does. Honestly, I've never seen Kali so over the moon about anything. She brags about it every time she stops by." "You saw that?" says Kaine, her eyes narrowing. Said portrait was something she had whipped up one day after getting her hands on some crayons, and to call it rough would be an act of purest generosity. The idea her grandmother was displaying it around town makes Kaine's stomach want to sink down to her feet before slicking off into a hole somewhere. "You bet I saw it," the pleased apothecary says. "She brought it all the way here just to show me. My, but it's been a long time since I've been something so wonderful." Kaine's mind begins to reel. The picture was shit. She was sure it was shit, and yet the man's reaction displayed the exact opposite opinion. "Is he just being nice to me?" The apothecary, as if sensing her skepticism, doubles down. "I could really tell you put your heart into it. It was simply wonderful." Thanks," offers Kaine, who just wants the entire conversation to be over. She briefly considers how she's going to make her grandmother cease her little traveling art show, but then realizes that train has likely left the station. Shaking her head to banish her increasingly swirled thoughts, she grips the bag of medicine tightly and turns to leave, but just as she reaches the door, she hears a loud thud from somewhere back in the shop. Kaine turns around to see the apothecary crouching on the floor. Hey there, you okay?" When the man does not reply, Kaine moves towards him. She assumes he just slipped on something or perhaps hit his head on one of the low-hanging shelves in the crowded shop. But the moment she draws close to him, she hears him begin to scream inside her mind. My leg, where is my leg?" Panicked Kaine looks down and discovers that the man's leg is gone. "Help me," screams the voice in her head. "Help me." As Kaine looks on in horror, the man's fingers begin to shimmer and vanish. He reaches out for her with his other hand, only to find that it too is no longer there. Soon his arms go, then his legs, then the side of his face warbles out of existence, causing a stray eyeball to roll out of its socket and onto the floor. What the fuck? Hell, or hell, one of the two, says the voice, if it could even be called that anymore. Lee can? A moment later, what remains of the pitiful shopkeeper collapses into a heap of ash, releasing a small puff into the suddenly silent air. As Kaine stumbles back in horror, she hears a cacophony of terror rising up outside. Oh God, what's happening? My arms! Where are my arms? Why can't I see? Kaine bursts out of the store and finds herself in a nightmare. Homes slough off the sides of cliffs, taking out pieces of scaffolding as they fall. Screams echo out everywhere, creating an opera fit for hell. Villagers run in a mad circle before exploding into dust, the clothing drifting this way and that it floats untethered through the air. As he stares at the scene, wide-eyed, a single thought suddenly inserts itself into the forefront of her mind. Grandma. Kaine breaks into a run, the crumbling world around her suddenly forgotten. She leaps from one piece of falling debris to the next, using them as stepping stones to cross a world that is increasingly losing cohesion. As she continues her mad dash, flecks of ash are blown into her face, her mouth, her eyes. Ash, 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 buildings and people, all reduced to so many cinders in the wind. Soon she arrives at her childhood home. It was soon a place filled of precious memories, a place she regarded as an oasis in an increasingly mad world, but now it is nothing but a pile of ash. As she gasps unbelievingly at the sight, a faint sound suddenly reaches her ears. Kaine. She's alive. Grandma's alive. With a speed born out of panic, she leaps into the giant pile and begins shoving it aside. It stings her eyes and burns her lungs, but she continues on, heedless of the danger. Finally, she pulls a small, blackened form out of the darkness. Come on, Grandma, she whispers. We are getting out of here. Without waiting for a response, Kaine gathers her grandmother in her arms and breaks into a mad run, hoping to escape the chaos. But the wave of ash has become a tsunami, and before she can make it more than a few desperate steps, it reaches out with a cruel hand and overwhelms them. Kaine stumbles and falls, sending her grandmother tumbling into the ashes. One glance at her feet is enough to reveal the culprit. Her right leg has vanished at a point just below the knee. Oh, it will take more than that to stop me, mutters Kaine, as she slings her grandmother over her shoulders and begins to crawl away. We are going to make it. We are going to leave. As she crawls, her grandmother seems to grow lighter, as if trying to magically reduce the weight of her own burden. And as Kaine continues to struggle, she hears a small, soft voice enter her ear. Thank you, Kaine. Thank. As the voice drifted away, the last of the pile of ash that used to be her grandmother drifts away a soft breeze. Kaine screams, an impossibly sad and lonely sound, and begins trying to pull the ashes back to her. This can't be happening. It can't be happening. But the ashes are mingling with all the other detritus. Detritus? Let's go with detritus. From the collapsed village, as soon as she can no longer tell which particles belong to who. Come on, come the fuck on already! As she continues her frantic digging, her hand suddenly closes around a piece of soft, rugged fabric. Her grandmother's shawl. I knew this place was a lie. I knew it, and I still couldn't do anything. I couldn't save anyone. I couldn't even escape. I just felt the peace in the place and I accepted it. I wanted it. And that's why there was nothing here. No reason to leave, no goal, no anything. So this is why Suddenly a new voice enters Skye's world.
I say, can you hear me?
After a moment the voice calls out again, louder, clearer.
Now
Clear.
then, you wish to get him back, hmm?
Him? Replied Skye. Who are you talking about?
For the love of all the heavens, I always did know you were a handful.
Though the voice immediately begins to graze on Skye's nerves, there is something else as well, a kind of warmth, almost a familiarity.
Are you truly so daft that you have already forgotten one of your beloved traveling companions and friends?
Says the voice, which causes something deep in Skye's memories to surge forth. That's right, I had friends, and I was fighting to get one of them back. And at this realization, a blinding, radiant beam of light shoots out across the ash-covered world. Covering her eyes with one trembling hand, Skye reaches for it.
Do hurry back now, hussy.
Okay, Vice. Hey, my man.
Do you still not remember? You've not time to become lost in your thoughts.
Right. Okay. Let's get him back!
You don't even know who, but you think you know who. I wanna... the power of Grimoire Vice grants you to the use of power. I wanna see the... Oh, what the fuck? 999? What?
Magic to topple the beast. I presume you know how to use magic, yes? Give
Yes.
us a show, hussy.
I don't need your help to take out this goddamn fuckwaffle!
Oh, I fucking love it, Skye.
Use my power to knock the creature down with magic. Well done. Now clobber the beast.
Let's fuck it up good! Shit, this thing is tough.
Yep.
Let the next onslaught be our last.
What are you doing up there? Huh?
Hey, Vice.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Thanks.
Have you been in your cups again?
Fuck your face.
That's more like it.
I forgot to dodge.
Are you sound of mind, hussy? What you're attempting is extremely...
Cram it, book. I'm doing this.
I see. Let not your resolution waver before mere illusions again, hussy.
Don't worry. I'll do what needs to be done.
This is definitely easier with Vice around. How many do I need to kill? Come on. Yes.
Do not relent in your assault.
Time to close this out!
Come on. I'm so close. Come on. I'm so close. Come on. Ah. Don't hit me, please. Please, 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 please. Eee. Oh. Oh my lord. Look at all of this. Woo! Okay, I'm still alive, I'm still alive, I'm good, I'm good. Yes, yes, yeah! You're dead. You're dead.
Let us finish this.
Come on! Come on! Yes! Okay. Roblox. God damn. That's new.
So this is a replicant's potential. The future
Don't go. Gotta go back. Don't go.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I already made up my mind. Nobody tells me what to do. I swore I would be a sword. I swore that I would be your sword. Do you hear me? So I am going to get you back, and I don't care what it takes. Who the fuck do you think you are to just up and disappear like that, huh? I'm the one who gets to decide what my life means to me. It's my life, and I'll do whatever I want with it. So quit wasting time like a brainless fuckwit and get your ass back here now!
I love Kaine, man. This is unbelievable. Do you want to recover the person you cherish? What if I press no? What if I press no? What will happen? If you choose this option, your current save data will be raised and the save data deleted in ending D will be restored. I have no idea what that means. What? Let me go with the yes. 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 Wait, what name do I need to put? Do I need to put the previous save, which is Skye? The correct name was entered. Oh, that was the reason I was unable to put the name before. So now I'm getting everything. Okay. Select a file to restore the lost save data to. Let's go with this. Yes. Yes.
I leave the rest to you, hussy.
Okay, cinematic, nice. Is that a flower? This is the village. My village. I am naked.
Our journey may have been meaningless.
Our past may have been a mistake.
But we're not going back.
Even if this world comes to an end.
Because this is the world with the people we cherish.
So beautiful. Well, it looks amazing. The story is so freaking good, man. I wish the combat was better. I wish. We got the trophy! A parting greeting has been added to the options menu. Visit the woman's house to acquire a new weapon. I will assume you mean Kaine's house. We go with this one. Yes, there's a weapon here. Give it to me. Kaine's sword, and it's one-handed. No way, no way. Is it good? 900 damage. 999 damage. You joking? I love this game. Wow.